Hi guys, my name is Danny Tolojinsky,
And my name is Joseph Lachinski. I'm this guy's dad.
and then we'll be talking about.
Um, I I forgot what we're talking about today.
What do you think we'll be on to talk about?
Whoa, what's wrong? What are you getting so mad about?
You know why?
Four eye. We're only kidding around. Talking about losing your temper, right? So I don't know how many of you have ever been accused of having a bad temper. I think there's different ways you could think about losing your temper and consider some of the ways in which making sure that you don't do that. My mom, your grandmam, always used to tell me, you better watch your temper or you're going to get into trouble. And she was right. She was right. So what are some of the different components associated with having a bad temper? I think one of them is being passionate. If you're passionate about something, and that's a good thing, right? In psychology, we might call that emotionality. That's information. It's good to have that passion, but you've got to watch how that energy ends up being used. And sometimes the passion can get mixed in with stress and expectations that we build up about something, which then lead to frustration, and frustration leads to this little explosion stuff that can take place. You're usually going to interfere with actually being functional within a situation. And it's going to make us feel bad, make other people feel bad usually, and it's pretty irrational a lot of the times too. So there's definitely more negatives associated with it than positives. Don't ever think that because you have a bad temper that's something to be proud of, because it's certainly not. You can take your passion for things and deal with it in a much more productive and positive way. So, what do you think? Do you ever lose your temper?
I'm not really that too much.
Right. You don't too much, but do you ever at all?
Not for now. But
Wait,
when I do have some anger, then I can use it to
yeah.
be to begin it with it.
Yeah, you get angry sometimes, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And then you lose your temper. What do you do when you lose your temper?
and you lost your cool
Yeah,
after
you.
that.
Okay. So you lose your cool. How do you lose your cool? What do you do when something makes
Um,
you lose your temper?
you just have to calm down and handle your b- believing.
Right, so you have to calm down. So a lot of times what you do when you lose your temper is you take off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, walk really fast out of the room. And that's not necessarily such a bad thing because again it gives you the opportunity to calm down, right?
Exactly.
So that can be good. But sometimes you might like let that go on for too long. Do you ever say things when you lose your temper that you regret?
Not even that too much.
Yeah, not too much. Maybe a little bit here and there, but yeah, yeah, not too much. Why do you think you lose your temper?
Um, I really don't know where and when.
Yeah, well, you told me before it's like something's kind of simmering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got something going on, and then you hit this breaking point, and then popo, something comes out that you might end up regretting saying or doing or whatever. So, one thing with losing your temper is it's really good to understand how to manage your stress and manage those emotions, and that will go a long way. For example, before things build up to the point in which you explode in losing your temper, it would be better just to express things when they're still small, when they're still little. It's like if you're doing something and it's annoying to me, it would be better if I said to you, you know what, that's kind of annoying. You did that a couple times. Could you just like stop doing that for a little bit? Instead of later on, if you keep on doing it, and then I'm like, hey, stop doing that already. You're driving me crazy. And it would be a pretty short drive for me. So, yeah. So things like that most definitely come in handy. And again, we lose temper in regard to things that we, are passionate about. We care about the situation, but sometimes we also have unrealistic expectations regarding things. And since they're unrealistic in us trying to get those expectations to be met, we're constantly going to be frustrated because it doesn't really match the reality of the situation. If I'm constantly trying to do something that I'm not really capable of doing, I'm going to be snapping and losing my temper a lot. If I'm trying to squeeze more things into a 24-hour day than can be fit into a 24-hour day, then I'm going to be snapping, if I'm not managing my stress carefully. And you got to watch the unrealistic expectations. So, do I ever lose my temper?
Not now.
Do I ever lose my temper? Yeah, I do. And there have been certain stressful points in my life where I most definitely have been guilty of this stuff. The other thing I would suggest to people is to do things which definitely just kind of get you in a calm place generally in life. I think a lot of people, what they want is peace in their life, to be at peace. And so things that we do, right, Danny? Like what? What do we do that makes us feel at peace?
I even know what that means.
Like meditating.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel
Yeah, I know.
after you meditate?
It feels like romantic.
Romantic, yeah. Romantic with yourself. Because it's nice and relaxed. And at peace. That's what I mean. Do you feel stressed out after you meditate?
No.
No, exactly. So, do that, listen to music, fit these rest periods into your day. Anything that you can do to create that inner calm and focus your attention on the things in life that really matter. People that we love, people that we care about, things that we enjoy. You've got to do that stuff. It feeds your soul, feeds who you are. It connects you to God. And God will help you with those things too. So if you continue to ignore that stuff, then these are going to be the consequences. You're going to get stressed out and lose your temper. So anyway, you want to say anything else about losing your temper?
Just like have fun
Yeah, have fun.
and relax.
Mm-hmm.
And have fun after.
Yeah, have fun. Do you ever lose your temper when you're having fun? So, the cure for a lot of things might actually be that. What is fun? Fun is enjoyment. What is enjoyment? Experiencing joy. Where do you get your joy from? And so that's where you got to go to. Don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. Not really. Okay? So, peace. Subscribe to this guy's channel. Don't make him angry. You don't want to see him when he's angry. He's the Hulk. And I guess we'll see you next time for another 5-minute conversation. Right?
That's right.
That's right. You just watch it. Check you later.